Hi, I was just looking at my noise cancelling headphones. Really useful if you do a lot of airline travelling, particularly in cheap seats, or if you're on a train or something like that. It really reduces the amount of noise that you've got. Simply, you just turn them on, and it actually sends an out-of-phase noise to black out jet engines or trains or anything like that. Really quite useful. You see the power's on there. All you then do is plug this into your phone, your audio device, and get really clear music without the in the background. Pretty good stuff, and not that expensive these days, are they? It used to be a premium product, now £30–40 you get a really good set, either in-ear or over-ear. Anyway, if you've visited before, then thanks for coming back. I always appreciate the fact that you're coming back, because it means I'm doing something right. If it's your first time, then there's lots to explore. Have a look around the site, find out what's going on, and as I said to everybody, please like the videos, please share the videos with other people who find them useful, and subscribe to the channel so you can find out more of what's going on. There's lots of stuff here. I cover a wide range of areas, so just keep looking at the videos. And if there's anything particularly you want, put a comment in. I'll see what I can do for you. Anyway, last time we looked at batteries, particularly rechargeable batteries. So now let's have a look at how we're going to power and recharge our devices when we're out and about. So let's have a look. How to recharge devices. If we're talking about standard rechargeable batteries like this, then simply we can use a small device like this, or even a really big one like I'm showing you now. They vary in the capacity they have, the number of batteries they can put in, and also in the charging speed. But that's really the way to do it for any of the what we might regard as the standard batteries that come in non-rechargeable form. Now when it comes to electronic devices, then we've got various options. The first option, obviously the most convenient, is to just plug it into a USB charger, stick a charger on the other end, and it will power the device and charge it up pretty quickly. These days they can be quite fast. This will recharge in 45 minutes given sufficient charge. But be aware that these are not all the same. If we look at this, for example, this has a lot less power than this. In fact, this probably won't even recharge on modern tablets and things like that, because it hasn't got the amperage to do it. This one, which I bought separately, comes with 2A and 2C chargers. Sorry about that, I better bed it up a bit further. And they charge it up to 3 watts each, so you can really get some power going through on these devices. But this phone you can charge at 33–40 watts, and it won't take very long to do. Now let's look at wireless charging. Charging with wires is all very well. We've got to plug the thing in, be in a socket, all those sorts of things. Whereas a wireless device, you can just drop it on. So, for example, this is the one I use for my phone, and there's another one here that charges my watch. You can see they're different, but we'll get to that in a moment. In essence, all you do is take it, drop the device on, and it starts charging. Nice and simple. Now, there are various standards. The most common one is spelt QI, and it's pronounced Qi, because apparently it's Chinese for natural energy. This is an example of a QI pad, and they can provide 10–20 watts or even more as necessary. Okay. There's also PMA, which is much less widespread, and there's a brand new thing coming out called air fuel. But if you stay with Qi, that's probably going to be okay. And check with your manufacturer's website to see whether your device is compatible. Some do have capability for wireless charging, some, even quite expensive phones, don't. Okay. And how it works is quite simple. In here, there's a little coil, and it's connected to the mains through a socket here, and the same in the phone. And when you put the two coils together, then energy is transmitted from the coil in the base into the coil in the phone, and it will charge up. It can be quite quick. Sometimes it takes a few hours, sometimes it can take sort of 40 minutes or whatever. And some of the really clever phones these days, say I think many Samsungs, you can put the two phones together and one will charge the other if you're getting low on battery power. So really quite handy. Okay. And as I say, the speed is important. Really, the amount of juice you're pumping in through the socket is what really governs how much is coming out. And if you haven't got a device on it, then it's using a tiny little bit of power. So there's no need to turn it on and off all the time. In fact, I find that could often damage it. Okay. But let's talk about sort of keeping your battery going for a lot longer. You may notice over time that the battery power and length of time it works decreases. Well, the main thing to do is don't leave it plugged in all the time. Okay, use the battery power ever so often, because the battery gets tired of being charged all the time, and some of the newer batteries can actually expand, and I've seen the back blown off phones, I've seen the back blown off laptops, because the little battery bags in essence are expanding and exploding, putting a real lot of pressure on there. But the real way to keep your battery life good is to think about cycles, and battery life is measured in cycles, and that's full to empty. A bit like taking your car to the petrol station. or electronic charging station so these days, filling it right up and then running it all the way down till it's absolutely empty and it's completely stopped. Okay, that's a full cycle, and that's what can cause problems. In essence, there's a number of cycles the battery can have, but the tip is if you let it run down to about 20% and then start recharging it again, then that will not seem like a cycle to the battery. And maybe only go up to 80%. My ebook reader, my Kobo Libre, charges really fast at 80% and then crawls along because they're trying to discourage you from actually filling the battery right up. So I always say recharge about 20% or whenever, and other people say don't charge more than 80%. Your mileage might vary, but I think it works quite well. So that's all about wireless charging and how to look after your batteries. So I've enjoyed making the video. If you've enjoyed watching it, then please like it, tell other people about it, and please get them to subscribe. You're getting some real traction on YouTube these days. And if there's anything you want a video about, then pop it in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do for you. So thanks for watching. Bye now.